Welcome to this Openkoda demo showcase. Today we'll show you how to configure premium calculation for a moto insurance product, setting up custom rating tables and adding a new product with the attributes those tables need. Rating lives inside the product builder, over in Configure. Because in Openkoda, how a product is priced is part of the product itself. We'll start a new one. Openkoda gives you 3 ways in: build from scratch, clone an existing product, or take one from the global library. The library is quickest. We filter to motor, pick the private motor template, and it arrives with the vehicle and driver structure and all the motor covers already defined. All ours needs is a code and a name, Moto Flex Cover. First, we recode the risk type. Product risk types point at a shared definition, so a new code forks a copy of our own. Nothing here touches any other motor product. The template covers the basics, but not everything we want to rate on. So we add 4 attributes. Fuel type as a dropdown, how the car is used, the date it was first registered, and the main driver's date of birth. Each one is flagged as used in rating, and that flag is what makes it available to the tables. Save that, and the quote form builds itself straight from the definition, including the 4 attributes we just added, dropdowns and date pickers already in place. Nobody wires them up by hand, and this is the same form the rating engine will test against later. Now the rating engine. 4 steps: the tables that hold the rates, the calculation that combines them, taxes and fees, and a panel to test the whole thing. We'll start at step 2, because the tables need one thing first. This calculation runs once per vehicle, and 2 of the values we want to rate on, the driver's age and the car's age, aren't stored anywhere. So we derive them. Pick age in years, point each one at a date the risk already carries, and that's it. No code, and now the tables can band on them. Now the tables. First one, the base premium. A base premium factor in absolute amounts with 2 dimensions. Fuel type, matched exactly, and engine size, matched as a band. That gives us a grid. Then the rates go in, 1 row per combination. A small petrol car starts at 320. The same car in diesel, 350. Over 1600 cc both step up sharply. And notice the band step rather than overlap. One ends at 1599, the next starts at 1600, so nothing falls between them and nothing gets counted twice. Next, the driver. This one's a multiplier rather than a base rate, and it bands on driver age. It's the classic motor shape. Under 21 pays 55% more, everyone from 21 to 70 pays the standard rate, and over 70 carries a 25% loading. First match wins, so the order of the rows is the order they're tested in. Vehicle age is the same pattern, banded on the age we derived a moment ago. Up to 3 years old earns a 5% discount. Newer cars are safer and better protected. 4 to 10 years is the baseline, and 11 or older takes a 15% loading because older cars are slower and dearer to repair. And the last one, on usage type, an exact match this time because it's a list of values rather than a range. Social driving is the baseline. Commuting adds 10% for the mileage and the rush hour. Business is 25 and commercial use 45. 4 tables now, and every one of them is a plain grid an underwriter can read and change without going near code. Back to step 2 to combine them. Start with the base table, then multiply by each of the 3 factors in turn. Openkoda writes the formula underneath as you go, and reads it back in plain English, so what you built is what you meant. Taxes and fees sit outside the premium, a flat 35 policy fee, and insurance premium tax at 12%, charged on premium plus fees. Save, 4 tables, 1 calculation, 2 charges. And here's the part that makes this practical. The test panel asks only for the fields the calculation actually uses. So let's price a real risk, a 1.9 diesel, used for commuting, registered in 2019, with a main driver aged 20. 510 base for the diesel times 1.55 for the young driver plus 10% for commuting, $869.55. Add the fee, add the tax, and the customer pays $1,013.10. Now suppose the young driver book is running hot and we need to reprice it. Back to the tables. Open the driver age factor and change one cell. 1.55 becomes 2.3. Rate the identical risk again. $1,290 on premium, $1,484 all in. Nearly 500 more from a single number. And none of that is saved yet. The test runs against what's on screen, so you can price a rate change before you commit to it. This is all for today. Thank you for watching this demo. You can discover more Openkoda features on our channel, and if you want to see Openkoda policy administration in action, book a personalized demo with us.